welcome back to NXT, the home of the future stars of the WWE. We're going to be continuing a huge week in the company, coming off that huge Backlash pay-per-view and coming off of Raw, where we crowned again a brand new WWE champion. Tonight it is going to be champion versus champion, the NXT World Champion Big E Langston taking on our special guest this evening, the SmackDown World Champion Seth Rollins. That and so much more still to come. But kicking off tonight's show, we have got a mixed tag team match. It is going to be Summer Rae and Fandango taking on Adrian Neville and Paige. So this continuing this mini feud that is developed between Fandango and Adrian Neville on last week's edition of NXT. Adrian Neville defeated Fandango with that red arrow. So tonight, can the team of Fandango and Summer Rae overcome Adrian Neville, this time tagging with the lovely former women's champion Paige. So an interesting match, that's for sure. We don't have too many mixed tag team matches, so hopefully NXT going to be showcasing that Diva talent they're not going to be seeing on Raw or SmackDown. The Divas division exclusively here on NXT, the home of future stars of the WWE. Interesting exchanges early on. Neville now going to be going to the top rope, looks like, but not quite quick enough that time, and you don't tell out too much about Adrian Neville, as he is one of the most quickest superstars we have got in the entire WWE. But Fandango with the upper hand. And I think we're going to be getting the Divas tagged in. Here we go. Paige and Summer Rae tagged in. Oh, and Paige were ahead of steam, but Summer Rae with that Luthez press almost taking her down into the headlock. Oh, what a move. The variation of the backbreaker there. Sending Paige that handful of hair onto the knee. Oh, Paige had the comeback. Enziguri kick. Shoulder block takedown, another one. Paige, originally from Norwich, Neville from Newcastle, and these two British-born grapplers going to be looking to make a name for themselves here on NXT. Paige continuing the offense, another headlock. Going to be seeing a suplex. Nicely delivered there. Picking Summer Rae back to her feet, but Rae this time. Oh, the handful of hair again, taking Paige down the hard way. Summon her face, down onto the NXT mat. And these two divas go back and forth. Paige again on top with that neck breaker. And I should be unbiased, but I can't help but root for my home countrymen, or women should I say, Paige and Adrian Neville. I'm of course from the UK, as they are as well. And what a match we are witnessing. Summer Rae that time, belly to belly. These divas again really showcase what they can do here on NXT, where you're exclusively going to be seeing some top-notch divas action. Paige off the top rope with that huge clothesline. Thought she's going to go for the tag. Decided against it. Oh, maybe spoke too soon. Here we go. Adrian Neville now tagged back in. And the rules now come into play. Fandango forced to make the tag. And Fandango walking straight into a big kick by Neville. Neville. Oh, what a go with that 450 off the ropes again. It cannot connect. Fandango taking advantage. The forearm takedown. And now Paige doing the right thing, helping her tag team partner, holding Fandango on the ropes, allowing Neville back in control. Big chop to the chest. Neville feeling it. The ropes. Enziguri kick to the side of the head of Fandango. And do not forget last week, Neville defeated Fandango, that red arrow, going to be going for it again. Not quite quick enough that time. Though, back in control, maybe spoke too soon again. Fandango swatting him away. And now Neville ground on the mat. And now this is great strategy by Fandango. Work up the legs of Neville. Neville with that high flying offense. Those legs are crucial. But the Divas now tag back in. Paige and Summer Rae legal. Summer Rae continuing that vicious offense. Oh, but Paige Oh, huge right hand. Here we go. Oh, the page turner. The page turner from nowhere. This has put down countless divas. And you can add Summer Rae to that list. Because via the page turner, Paige and Adrian Neville have defeated the team of Fandango and Summer Rae. So for 2 weeks in a row now, Neville with a victory over Fandango. Fandango on the losing end of this great NXT feud so far. But we have got to move on. Next up, we're going to be seeing Alexander Rusev in action yet again. Last week on the show, Rusev defeated Kofi Kingston, who was a special guest on NXT that week. This time, Justin Gabriel, who is a member of both the NXT and SmackDown roster, is going to be challenged with this huge man known as the Bulgarian Brute, the first ever Bulgarian WWE superstar. This guy is huge, a rough offense, and can pick apart an opponent with relative ease. Justin Gabriel clothesline over the top rope. The NXT not huge fans of Rusev so far, but you've got to respect what this guy can do. Arguably the most dominant force we have seen on NXT so far, despite only having one previous match. Again, that match when he defeated Kofi Kingston last week. But we are seeing Justin Gabriel go to school on Rusev. Move after move. We've not seen Rusev take this much punishment before, so give Gabriel credit for that one. But it's still not quite enough. The Bulgarian Brute fighting back, sending Gabriel into the steel steps. And now we can see the Bulgarian Brute, Alexander Rusev, in firm control again in this one. Sending Gabriel back into the ring. No doubt Rusev is going to be a force here on NXT and on the main WWE roster for months and maybe even years to come. A huge shot back to Simon, a huge elbow drop. An elbow drop to the right side of Justin Gabriel, and another one this time to the left side. Gabriel thrown into the corner of authority. Rusev, not quite sure what he was going for, possibly that German suplex. But Justin Gabriel have it. Oh, going downstairs. Again, like we saw in the previous match, great strategy there by Justin Gabriel, and a moonsault off the ropes. We've not seen Rusev take this much punishment before. Gabriel doing a great job, going to be looking to end this one via the 450. Oh, cannot connect though. Rusev with the knees, blocking the 450 attempt, and the young South African native crashing down onto the knee of the Bulgarian Brute. And I would not like to be Justin Gabriel. Rusev with the run up. Oh, and the big butt bump. Absolutely crushing Justin Gabriel in the corner. You can see Rusev in firm control. Big spine buster. Again, picking Gabriel up. And a gigantic knee lift to the face of Gabriel. And Gabriel is not moving. Rusev's variation of the camel clutch locked in. Surely no choice but to tap out. And as did Kofi Kingston last week, Justin Gabriel, no choice but to tap out to the move the Bulgarian Brute calls the Accolade. The variation of the camel clutch by the Bulgarian Brute, the Accolade, enough to put Gabriel down for the submission victory. Another impressive week on NXT for Alexander Rusev. But we've got to move on to our huge main event. As decided by you viewers at home, our special guest champion on NXT this week is the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. Seth winning that championship last weekend at the gigantic Backlash pay-per-view. Rollins defeated CM Punk in that great ladder match. Big E Langston, NXT's own, winning that championship just last week against Bray Wyatt in that cage match to crown the first ever NXT champion. Of course, we had a huge tournament for that vacant championship, and Big E Langston going through many impressive superstars on the way to becoming our first ever NXT champion. We're already underway, and Rollins is hitting signature move already, bouncing Big E off the corner, and now the big knee off the springboard. We could be seeing an early victory in this one, but no, Big E too close to the ropes. And words cannot describe truly how big this contest is. We do not see champion versus champion too often, let alone NXT champion versus a SmackDown champion. Again, Rollins here tonight as a special guest champion, as decided by you, the viewers at home. So this one truly is going to be a great main event here on NXT. We've already seen Adrian Neville and my debuting Page defeat the team of Summer Rae and Fandango, and previously we just saw Alexander Rusev in yet another impressive victory, this week defeating the young Justin Gabriel. So this one going to be continuing that great theme this evening. Rollins now going to be going to the top rope. We know he can fly. But cut off that time. Big E Langston. Oh, Rollins though pushed him away again. Go for the giant spinning wheel kick. Not connected. Big E Langston ready for it. Rollins now in trouble. And you can hear the crowd fully interested in this great main event on NXT. Go off the clothesline. Rollins ready for it. Sending Big E to the outside of the ring. Rollins the ropes. And the SmackDown World Champion connecting with a beautiful moonsault to the outside of the ring. Again, Rollins winning that championship at last Sunday's Backlash pay-per-view. Arguably the pay-per-view of the year. Rollins, a member of the Shield. No other Shield members are here this evening. So this bout will be strictly one-on-one with no interference. And so far, Big E Langston, despite being a rookie, doing himself proud on this one. Firmly standing toe-to-toe with the world champion. And you've got to say the crowd, great respect for Seth Rollins, as he is a former NXT superstar himself. But champion versus champion, NXT champion versus SmackDown World Champion. Another fantastic main event on another fantastic edition of NXT, the home of the future stars of the WWE. And Rollins truly going to score on Big E Langston on the outside of the ring now, breaking the count. Oh, but what a counter. Big E Langston with that DDT. And this could be the opportunity that Big E needs to get back into this one. Send Rollins back into the ring. Big E Langston not quite quick enough. Rollins. Oh, what a move. Rollins with that powerbomb to the outside of the ring. We do not see that move too often, but highly effective, especially when there is the size difference, as we are seeing in this contest. Clearly Big E Langston, the much larger and stronger competitor in this one. Rollins again on the top rope, looking to fly. But again, for the second time, Big E Langston cutting him off. I think this time we're going to be seeing a superplex. Yes, we are. The superplex sending the world champion back into the centre of the ring. Again, huge credit to Big E Langston. Toe-to-toe with the world champion. But spoke too soon as Rollins with that drop kick. Big E though. Oh, belly to belly. A release, belly to belly, overhead suplex by the NXT World Champion. You can see Big E and the corner. The crowd fully behind Langston. Rollins though trying to get back into it. Big E not allowing it. And Rollins now in a world of trouble. Big E Langston right hand, left hand. And the big throw across the ring. The NXT World Champion in firm control and could be closing in on a huge victory. If he can defeat Rollins tonight, that's arguably bigger than the win last week. Again, Big E Langston defeating Bray Wyatt in that cage match last week, the crown, or should I say to be crowned, the first ever NXT World Champion. But Rollins, nice reversal. And now a neck breaker, the snap neck breaker, and the crowd fully into this one. What a match we are witnessing. And Rollins now going to be looking for that super kick. Cannot connect. Big E Langston ducks it. And now signature Big E Langston. That variation of the back body drop into the cover. This one could be over. But no, the world champion kicking out. This match continues. Langston sending Rollins off the ropes. And now a power slam. The signature wasn't quite enough. Gonna be looking for that devastating big landing maybe. No. Instead reverts to that huge avalanche body splash. And the crowd again going insane. The Big E Langston family in control. And you can see the confidence brewing from the NXT World Champion. Whatever he was going for, unsuccessful. Rollins in the corner. Oh, what a move. A fantastic move by the World Champion. Again, this match could be over. Doing the right thing into the cover. Big E Langston kicking out after a 2 count. What a match we are seeing. Rollins though continuing the offense set. The enziguri kick sending him down. Rollins now going to be going to the top rope. Going for that moon stomp. Big E Langston out of the way and again that avalanche body splash. We could be seconds away from the biggest victory in the young career of Big E Langston. But no, Rollins reversing it. Going downstairs. Oh, the roll up. Oh, and he's got it from nowhere. Seth Rollins with the roll up has defeated the NXT World Champion. Champion versus champion. This match purely for pride. But we have our winner, and that winner is the SmackDown World Champion, Seth Rollins. The crowd happy by what they are seeing. Huge respect shown by both men. Again, Seth Rollins, a former NXT superstar. So great respect there. But what the lights gone out, and when the lights go out, that is never a good sign. Oh man, the Wyatt family in the ring. Big E Langston unconscious when the lights came back on. Keep in mind, Bray Wyatt was defeated last week by Big E Langston, so Sarah Graves, it looks like, by Bray Wyatt from that loss last week. The beatdown on the NXT World Champion and the Wyatt family. Oh, the Kings of Wrestling coming for the save. Antonio Cesaro, Cassius Ohno forcing the Wyatt family to leave the ring, but possibly too late as Big E Langston already beaten down with that steel chair by Bray Wyatt. But the message has been sent, and that message is clear. Bray Wyatt wants that NXT World Championship. We may not have no choice but to follow the buzzards. Good night, everybody.